Welcome, I'm Kenneth Tenjutsu Master and Mystic Messenger. Everything that I share and say and do is for a reason. Hope you're all doing well out there. Okay, again, before I start, everything that I share and say and do is for a reason. I'll share this with you. At the moment, it's getting intense waking up. I'm at the point where I've had enough. Many of us are exhausted and tired. We are crying out, deep call to deep. Okay, I share this so you can relate. I'm aware this energy being around others, I can see they're agitated, like there's an anger bubbling up. I'm in prayer all the time with my loved ones for protection and calmness and peace through the Lord Jesus Christ, the truth, the word, the Son. It's getting intense. You can feel it in the air. And I'm constantly in prayer, knowing that Father provides for me and is protecting us, providing for us. Yet it's getting a bit ridiculous. It's getting a bit much, if that's the right word. Nonetheless, I keep praying for strength and calmness and peace upon my own heart. I urge you to do the same. So I share this with you. I was listening to this wonderful individual yesterday, Bodex, I think her name is, and she mentions a very spiritual soul, and she mentions she's noticed it's gone quiet around us. And when she said it, the way she said it, I could relate. I was like, it has. I've noticed in my immediate area, in my cubic reality, it's very quiet. Okay, it's increased, I think, over the last 2 weeks. I've noticed this somewhat quiet, like Father keeping people away from me. So I thought I'd share that with you. It may sound strange, but listening to her yesterday, I was like, this is so true. It's like there's things going on with, as I call it, the screen, the matrix, the checkerboard, and we are hid away, as told us in scripture, staying focused on our eternal heavenly homes not made of human hands. We're turning away from this world. I think there's a lot going on. All right. And we are watched and monitored and protected and kept out the way because there's a lot going on with reality and our lives that we are unaware of, that we don't see. Okay, we're supposed to be in a period of rest, hidden, keep still, right, as this transition, this transformation occurs with our lives. All right, so I thought I'd share that with you. Pause there. So I'm going to share something else that's strange. I get into bed last night. I'm about to go to sleep, and I feel my boxer shorts because they feel a bit heavy, tight. And I've noticed I've got 2 boxer shorts on. I have a shower before I get into bed, and I noticed I've got 2 boxer shorts on, or should we say, we call them boxer shorts, like briefs, pants. And I usually wear baggy boxer shorts, all right? I do apologise for this. I've got to get this across. Again, I'm sharing everything and being honest. I was like, I've got 2 boxer shorts on, and I take one off. I was like, thinking about how did that happen? Okay, I do the wash, and how I didn't notice, how did 2 boxer shorts, one in the other, where I didn't notice and put them on? I was thinking about it. I was like, man, that was strange. What's the symbolism? Okay, remember I told you there's like this parallel reality going over this one. The fake, the matrix, the old world is passing away. We're left with the new. And I kind of got the same language with me taking off a extra pair of boxers. Like, I don't need to. And I took them off, and I was like, it was just so bizarre, and I wanted to share it. Okay, like 2 become 1. I was thinking, how did that happen? Like, I know intuitively it was a sign. Strange it may sound. Nonetheless, I've got to share it. Okay, let me pause there. So this morning I'm listening to Jacob of Israel, and he mentions about these robots. And it brought me back to a dream I had a few years ago. Now, I become aware of this timeline, this other world where the military was literally all of robots and machines. In this dream, it was like I was being shown a world with this type of technology, as Jacob of Israel mentioned about the robots with Elon Musk. In this dream, I was outside this like bar. Yeah, it was a bar, and it was like outcasters were all having a drink, and I could see these machines coming. Now, I didn't fear the machines, but as they were approaching, everyone started panicking, like they knew they shouldn't be there, and started running. I started running with them. And as they were running, they're running off into these fields and into these woods. And I said, whoa, 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 look at the fields. I could see a pattern, a grid. I said, there's something wrong with the fields. Like there's some sort of laser technology, or we need to keep out of the grids. And so there's these small channels around these grids. And I'm saying, follow me, follow me. And we come across this hole. I said, quick, get in the hole, get in the hole. And they jump in the hole, and there's like this underground cave system where everyone is congregating because of the things happening on the surface. And then I wake up. I've always had that dream on my mind because the way it unfolded, I remembered the whole lot. I'm trying to keep it really basic. And when Jacob of Israel was mentioning about these robots, I was thinking about that dream, the type of future, the possibilities of a future where you get this AI robot machine run world system. It's not good. You think our government, which means control, I mean, we are in the apocalypse, the unveiling of the nature of this realm, Shield. And it has many realms to it, okay, and timelines. So can you imagine a government of such control with that sort of assets and resources and technology? With the first earthly man, Adam, the corrupt, the wolf, the hunter. You just wouldn't want to be in that world, okay? And yet they exist, as Philip K. Dick actually mentioned in his interview in France back in 1977. It's horrendous, the things I've come across. Now, even though I say that, we are protected and safe, these are not real worlds. They are shadow-centric copies. They are biological, AI simulated, organic, computer digital generated worlds. They're not real. You wouldn't believe it. I've done years of studying in sacred texts, receiving God's precepts, going through the allegories and anagrams in movies, the truth drops, where again and again and again this was being revealed to me. Then with my eyes being opened up and more veils being lifted, especially over the recent year, I'm grasping on a deeper level and actually seeing with my own eyes the occurring patterns, the way that people repeat themselves and do the same thing day in, day out, like NPCs. And that's no disrespect. I've got nothing but respect and love towards everyone, regardless of the nature of it. Do not fail the test, all right? There is a reason why we are here, and this is being revealed to us. We're not to lash out. We're not to get frustrated. Love thy neighbour as thyself. This is a process of being tried and tested with the nature of the realm we find ourselves in. This is the kind of language and imagery I'm getting in the Bible. I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand love is the truth. We don't see much of the love in the world. Okay, I understand my nature as the first earthly man, Adam, playing that part. How my train of thought was vile. How my thought, word, and deed was put me on a runaway train to destruction and death. But I flipped. And now with comparison and hindsight, I'm like, I get it. All right, turn away from the world, do everything opposite to the world of darkness, of lies, of anger and hate and war and pride and prejudice. Let it all go. All right. Okay, pause there. So, let me pause there. Right, so here's the imagery of the robots. Okay. You don't have to be the most intelligent person in the world to do the math, to do the deduction, what this type of technology would be used for. Knowing the nature of this world, of man, okay, of greed, the 7 deadly sins, the deception, etc. Okay, what this technology would be used for: more suppression, control, etc. All right, without going too much into it. Hence, there is these resets that occur. Right, there is this destruction, because not just with these robots and the deception and the generic man, his nature, but this war with supremacy over AI. There's a lot going on, okay, with the checkerboard, with these corporations and powers in a host body system where many of us are aware it's a vampiric cannibalistic system. You can do the math. You can, it with reason, with common sense, so to speak, with a sane mind. All right, you can foresee what's going to happen. All right, because they are asleep, because of the nature they are. And I judge not and criticize not. I really do not. God's spirit will not always strive with man. I've played as the first earthly man, Adam, and I reflect on myself, and I think, man, I am so grateful to God for saving me, for waking me up. Now I think of it as a collective, the unconscious collective, and I think about the exercises that have been performed on the world stage, the attack on God's temple, etc. And I'm like, I can foresee what's coming. And so I understand this divine intervention, the escape of God's remnant, his elect, being bridged over into the new earth. As Doris Cannon said, there is a new earth, and it's birthed out of this one, because this one remains. And I'm like, what? But it goes through its wiping and reset, where these other, should we say, abominations are erected, where we see a lot of the I'm going to be careful what I say now, approach this. The post-apocalyptic worlds will get their expression in these new timelines, and they have to. Why, you'd say? I learned something years ago from Neville Goddard and many other great teachers. Before the Titanic had sank, there was another Titanic very similar to it. And that actually, something happened to that, but Neville was saying someone had actually written a whole novel about this occurring before it did. Neville goes on to mention that there's certain individuals who have written these stories. Now, did they get these stories downloaded to them? Did they create them in imagination where they have to be played out on the world stage? Consciousness is very sensitive, and the things that men imagine, and the more that is, should we say, broadcast and put on the world stage, okay, through your media, etc., all these different platforms of entertainment, through the unconscious collective agreement, these timelines are formed. When I come into the realization of that, and listening to Philip K. Dick, when he said, you think this world is bad, you want to see the others, I was like, oh my God, I could see it. Because I could see in my own reality how my thought was manifesting the states I found myself in. And so from the macrocosm, microcosm, thought, word and deed, I could see what was going on with the individual, the collective, and the different degrees of group thinking, of organizations, of entertainment. I'm like, and this nature is of darkness with the angel over the pit in a vampiric cannibalistic system, right? You could put 2 and 2 together and you'd be pretty spot on. But there's nothing to fear, because Father has given us a sane mind and waking us up, handing us over to the Son, that it be formed in us, that we would come into realization and have eyes to see, that we would escape all the things that's coming upon this world as it goes through its reset and denigration, its transformation. But it's a transformation back to its primeval state, darkness, hence the apocalypse, which is the unveiling of the nature of this world. And so being at the end of the age and the hour is late, we are brought into sentient awareness, a wakefulness, that we would see all these things, that we would turn back to our first love, our husband, the Lord, that we would escape it and start investing in heaven, that we'd be branched and bridged over into the land of the living, birthed out of the deep, the Ouroboros, out of these ages, right? It's not real, but while you are in it, it is real. Okay, it's going to hurt because it's connected with the mind, your nervous system. All right, it's horrible, it's horrific. Yet with truth and with wisdom, you should know the truth, and truth will set you free. There's nothing to fear. You have your disclosure, your preparation, revelation, all from Spirit saying, I'm coming to get you. Do not worry. We are the pearls, as I keep saying, coming out of the deep, out of these realms where it's darkness. We are returning to the light. The scripture goes from darkness to light. We go from darkness to light, playing as the first earthly man, Adam, to the heavenly man, Adam. Pause there. Okay, so what do you think these celebrities are at? Okay, what do you think they know that we don't? You know, and again, I'm not judging or criticising anyone. I'm making you aware of the nature of it. I leave them to it. I've got nothing but love and compassion. All right, I overlook all offences, which is the glory of God. But God is showing us the nature of these realms, the realms we've been in. Helps us disconnect and disassociate. Now, I make you aware, Shush 19, the number 19, means slaughter. And as it says in the Bible, we are like cattle to the slaughter. And H is 888. We get that. Shh. All right. Slaughter Jesus. And many do it through social engineering, which creates a psychological makeup where we hang Christ on the tree. What is it that they know? All right. Oh, let me get that back up. Bear with me. What is it that they know? All right. What's all this about? All right. I've mentioned this. All right. 666, the generic man, the beast. They understanding about playing as the first earthly man, Cain, the wolf, the hunter, the lame bull in the land of Nod, the simulation. They knew it was a matrix. Many of them are initiated from their schools of thought into the Bible. Yes, they know their Bible, the true precepts and revelation. However, they've made certain contracts and agreements to be in certain positions for a period, and then you have to go through different other cycles. That's their choice told us in the Bible. He says, all things are yours, whether Paul or Paulus, Cephas of the world, life or death, or the present or the future. All are yours, you are in Christ, and Christ is in God. Let not your human leaders boast. Paraphrasing, okay? They made their choice. I've noticed in the esoteric, in the different secret schools out there, being careful what I say and how I approach it, they've got these agreements. You can have the light, go to the heavenly realms, the high degrees, or be allotted these realms, but you will be under the gatekeepers, controllers, etc. It's true. All right, I come across it in a lot of the ancient texts, forbidden knowledge, the esoteric. It's mentioned it in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, in the Apocrypha, in the allegories. Okay, through your own deduction investigation, you can clearly see what's going on. But nonetheless, love to them. Some of them have come into initiation and understanding of the realm, and so they've made their choice. Blessings and love to them. All right. As Father said, I wish you'd be hot or cold. All right. They've chosen their portion, their cup, and my children, they belong to me. I'm coming to collect them. And there's others who have burning desires for these particular states. But don't be lukewarm, because I'll just spit you out with the rest of. Be careful what I say and how I approach it. Okay, it's full on. You needed knowledge and wisdom. Pause there. Now, the true currency, not money, the true currency in reality is souls. Okay, and the relocation of souls. It's all about the soul. Many are completely unaware about the soul. If you look at the Egyptian mystery allegories, the hieroglyphs, etc., it's all about the soul. All right, this is why there's such a big thing with the birth certificates. It's all about the currency of soul. Remember, where your consciousness goes, your wages go, your reality goes, and many are snared and caught. It's all about the harvesting of souls. If you really grasp that, okay, and these precepts, you'll start to get an understanding what's going on, especially with the truth drops in Jupiter ascending, etc. Now, there is worlds that go through resets. In the Matrix, you'll see there is a world that goes through a reset. The world that falls away, that still goes in a reset, and it's still a relocation of souls. I believe over the recent years, there's already been a relocation of souls. Okay, I think we are being contained and relocated through so subtle process, as mentioned in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, where he says there's a branching off. Let me pause there. Okay, just to finish off then, we get a lot of the allegories in movies like Free Guy, where you see the old age, the world being deleted. Right? Excuse me. And the new world, whether it's dark or good, is being erected, as mentioned by Doris Cannon. The old earth, the earth remains, it's on the grid. There's many worlds, many degrees, from the pit to the sublime. We want to escape, all right? Our blessed hope that we be ushered into the land of the living, where our eternal heavenly homes not made of human hands is erected in the higher degrees, all right? Not many people want to go up into these degrees of light, where righteousness dwells, okay? Where there is peace, prosperity, loyalty, happiness. Many still, through the first earthly man, Adam, are playing their roles as Cain in the land of Nod, whereas the wolf, the hunter, the curse in the land of Nod. I'm going to leave it there. We are looking forward to our blessed hope and the return home. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys. I'm Kenneth Andre, Tongue Jitsu Master and Mystic Messenger.